Matthieu Ricard, happiness. Um, Matthieu Ricard, as a former scientist, um, has an interesting approach to happiness, how to get it, how to learn more about it. He is now a monk, translator for the Dalai Lama, and he tells us about experiences he has had, and then also tests. He has a chapter, for instance, Happiness in the Lab, wherein he talks about the lab rats that um, have been well taken care of by their mothers. That is, they had mothers who uh, showed abundant affection, and the rats that do not have this type of atmosphere, and how much better we have the rats with a lot more suckling and affection, if you will, doing in tests. This reminds me of the test they have done decades ago with the monkeys, the ones placed with wire surrogate mothers and with some food, and the others who had um, a better feeling of affection of a warm mothers. And again, they're doing much better and would rather have a mother, surrogate mother, which seemed to give some sense of closeness as opposed to the wire surrogate mothers, which were just cold and, well, wiry. So he then talks about the tests made with the meditators, people who meditate and are very able to um, tell the moods of other people better than profilers, better than those from the Secret Service and those employed by governments and special agencies. And also their ability, the ability of those who meditate for long hours and have a way of controlling the anatomy, the muscles, and I guess everything else. What they did when loud noises were provoked near them, a shotgun. And I mentioned that before, those who meditate for long just don't uh, show any expression, they're in complete control. That's very interesting. That somehow shows that by meditating you can gain control of consciousness. And if we refer to Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi and his flow and the conditions of flow, you have hence, therefore, um, the ability to fulfill at least one condition of flow, control of consciousness and attention, uh, paramount. Um, it is interesting how Matthieu Ricard speaks about his own experiences. I remember now one in which he talks about a visitor up there in the mountains in a monastery where it had been raining. And with that, there were puddles, there was mud, but there were two different perspectives on this. One person was going from one step to another and was complaining, with this rain, look at this mud and this land, this country is so much dirt, and look at this. Another human being came after this, jumping from one stone to the other, not caring about any mud or water or whatever. In fact, enjoying. oh, it's so clear, the rain, it's so beautiful, it's so fresh. So Shakespeare comes to mind. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so.